Howdy folks, I'm Mike Freeman. In this episode, I'm going to be cooking up something with a distinctly Midwestern flair to it. Hoosier stew, today on Fat Mike's Pit. Alright, if you've never had Hoosier stew, you're in for a treat today. Hoosier stew is a combination of green beans, potatoes, onions, and smoked sausage. So we're going to get this started. We've got our grill preheated here. And I've got a cast iron skillet sitting directly over the coals. And we're going to take some bacon fat. Always save the fat from your bacon. Always. Because I'll tell you what, it adds some flavor. There we go. A little bit more there just for good measure. Alright, so we got our bacon fat added. I'm going to let that cook down a little bit. We're going to take our green beans. We're going to put them down in that pan. Don't ever forget your oven mitt when you work on the cast iron skillet on the grill. This thing gets hot. That should be obvious. Alright. So we'll get those green beans frying up. We're going to want them frying that bacon grease, and they'll take on that flavor and get a nice charred finish on them. There'll be a lot of flavor in those green beans by the time we're done. Alright. I'll be right back. We're going to set up the next ingredient. Alright, next we got to get the potatoes going. The potatoes, I'm going to put in this pan here, up on the warming rack. These are red potatoes I've cut in half, and they've been seasoned with some salt, pepper, olive oil, and ground rosemary. And they're going to sit up on that top rack and roast. Stir here. Now the green beans, I prefer to snap them down instead of cooking whole long strands of green beans. They're easier to cook, don't take nearly as long, and they come out with a better consistency in my opinion. Now I'll be cooking these up probably for about another 10 minutes or so, and then we'll move on to the next step. I'm sure there's some of you out there going, Mike, why are you doing this kind of stuff on the grill? No one cooks this kind of stuff on the grill. Well, yeah, you're right. But remember, this channel is about cooking anything and everything in the great outdoors. If you put your imagination to it, you'll find that anything that you can cook on your stove or in your oven, in your kitchen, you can also cook on a grill or a smoker and get a new dimension of flavor added from that nice smoky charcoal taste that gets added to the food. So give it a try sometime. I think you'll be happy with the results. You want to make sure when you're cooking your green beans, you're doing this. You're not just stirring them up. You're actually flipping them. Getting the ones from the bottom, up off the bottom of the pan. There, we're just looking for a nice char, not a hard burn. Now, I'm sure there's a lot of you out there right now in a blind panic going, but Mike, where's the history? Seriously, I looked, folks, as hard as I could, but I could not find a history at all for Hoosier stew. It's just one of those things that's just been lost to time. So, maybe next time I can give you a little history segment. Oh yeah, we're frying up nicely here. They're starting to get a little bit wrinkled. That means they're starting to get tender. Should be ready for the next step here pretty shortly. I'm throwing our next ingredient. And that will be our onions. Remember these onions? These nice little little wiggly, noodly onions. If you look at our onion burgers video, you see how to make these. Now I didn't put my Hoosier rub in this. I put some Mike's Magic Dust in there. We're just going to throw those onions in. Stir them right in with the green beans. Now we got to be careful about this here, because we don't want these onions to burn, and they will burn, and they'll burn quickly if you're not careful with them. Let those fry for a few minutes, and then we'll be ready for the next step. We're going to set these to the side here. These will come over here. At that point, they'll continue to cook, but they'll also provide some steam to help our potatoes cook as well. All right, now we're ready for our sausage. I got about a pound and a half smoked sausage here. A lot of people don't realize how difficult it is to cook sausage correctly on a grill. So what we're gonna do with this is we're gonna braise it to begin with. I know a lot of you are thinking, it's gonna boil on it. No, we're gonna braise it. There's a distinct difference between braising and boiling. So we're gonna put some beer in there, and we're gonna put some vegetable broth. Okay. All right. We're going to let that go for about 20 to 25 minutes. And then we'll go on to the next step. But I like doing this method here because it infuses more flavor into the sausage. You get the smoke from the charcoal, you get the richness of the broth, the flavor of the beer gets in there. And what we'll do is after this is braised, we'll put them over the coals just to get some color on them and to get them charred up a little bit. Sausages should be about done. Yep, they have braised up nicely. See, our green beans and onions have continued to cook up. Potatoes are getting there. Alright, so we're going to move this away from the heat just a little bit. I think I'll let them cook just a little bit longer. And we'll put these over the coals and get some color on them. The sausage is ready to come off and get on the grill. Internal temperature, I've checked it. It's about 145 degrees. So we're going to pull these out here, put them over our coals. Okay. Keep our broth here. We'll move our potatoes over. And we'll just let those grill up a bit. Don't need to grill much, just enough to get some grill marks on them, get a little bit of color, a little bit of char. Okay. Flip those over. Should be about long enough. Over here. into a steamer plate. Alright. Potatoes look to be about done. We've got the, almost did something stupid there. Mix this up. Boy, that's looking mighty, mighty good. Those potatoes feel pretty done to me. Let's go ahead and take those out. Get them in our pan. All right. Mix them up. Try not to dump any. I'd say this old cast iron skillet's at maximum capacity. And there you have it, folks. That is Hoosier stew. So I want to go ahead and get some of this plated up and give it a try.